I think, Councillor.
Oh, well, can I ask the office?
Hang on a minute. I don't know, John, if you're able to answer that exactly, but I think before we get into the mathematics, Councillor Wood, we need to just be really clear on what it is we want to achieve here. This is more a process discussion than a numbers debate. Well, so, John, do you want? I don't know if you can answer that.
Yeah. So the difference between the numbers in March and the council's final position related to the sites that have been given a value or not by mana whenua, and that there were 752 that we didn't have any value assigned to them, and there was a final position agreed to by the 4 delegated members of the Unitary Plan Committee to get the final numbers absolutely spot on. So yet there is a little bit of a mismatch in terms of numbers as we prepared our final case for the hearings. So there was a slight decrease in the number that where there wasn't an accurate location. I think you mentioned there was 700 or so, 750.
Yeah.
It ultimately landed on 550, but there was an increase in the number that mana whenua hadn't given a value. So that's why the net result is not too different. But yeah, that's why the numbers don't match up entirely between March and where we landed for the hearings.
Does it come out to about 1,400 then?
It's roughly 1,400, and that's why we're recommending 1,400 to be removed.
So I find it difficult to, because of the inaccuracy that's occurred here, when we start off at 3,600 and we were told, yes, they can be substantiated, and we were shown the squares on the map, on the circles on the maps, 3,600 of them, and people, I remember Councillor Cashmore, when he came in as the new councillor, said they're all in my area, and he showed me the maps, so a huge number out there. But now we've had to kind of concede that those figures don't stack up, so we're back to this much smaller figure, or lesser figure. And the thing that really sticks in my craw is the fact that this became, had immediate legal effect when this plan went out on the 30th of September 2013. And I know people that have been, stung by this, and, people have come all the way out from Thames, iwi have come all the way out from Thames to do an assessment on a site in Takapuna. And, that is the kind of situation that I don't think is good, because if you have a law, you've got to have a law which does hold up to scrutiny. And, the councillors were kind of saying in the new term, how do we substantiate this 3,600? And we were told, oh no, it's all there, you've just got to wear it. Well, we're now back to 1,400. And I don't know how many people may have been taken to task and had their resource consent made so much more difficult by this process. So I don't agree with what Mr. Taipari and Ms. Leanne is saying, Namani is saying. I think that putting this off is just going to put this back into the abyss, and people, the thing that really is difficult is the fact that it has legal effect, and it was from September 2013. So I'm certainly going to support Councillor Quacks's amendment, and I just hope that doesn't mean that, I don't know what that means as far as
that's hopeless.
Mr. Taipari's original motion is concerned, but at least it will give some respite to private landowners who I don't think should be burdened with this carry-on until we've got it really sorted out and we know what we're talking about. Thank you.
Okay, councillors and members, I'm actually going to call a 10-minute adjournment here because we are very confused around the table. We are, Councillor Wood, the answer we have to the Quacks amendment is it will actually add more places in, so it's not reducing the burden.
Point of order, Madam Chair.
No,
I move that the motion be put.
No, we're going to take a 5-minute adjournment.
It's a procedural motion?
Yeah, but I'd already moved the adjournment, councillor, so I'm just explaining why. So I'd have said we're going to adjourn for 10 minutes, which we're going to do. And Bill seconded that, and I'm just explaining for why. It gives us a chance to clarify what is now a very confused situation, and I don't want us to head down a a kind of a legal track that we may not be able to dig ourselves out of. So 10-minute adjournment and we'll come back. Thank you.
Madam Chair.